Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Greetings and welcome to Pickled Watermelon Rinds, a guilty pleasure podcast featuring Auntie Joan and Auntie providing our zesty and marginally mature take on current events, pop culture, and trends. Now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Well, hello, Auntie Joan. How are you today?
I'm doing good, I think, Auntie. How about you?
Oh, just ducky, I think. Sort of, yes.
Good.
Killian had his acupuncture appointment yesterday, and
How is that going?
he's such a ham. I can't even stand it.
Does he
He's-
whine and howl?
He,
And
he does howl when we first get there, and because she has like the Kong-like stuff that she puts baby food in it and freezes it. They're not Kongs. I forget what the brand is. He's so excited to go there because he knows he's going to get treats and, and then when he does his exercises, then if she has little jerky kind of like treat kind of stuff. And so it's all about food for him, and he's couldn't be happier. Is it actually helping him? I don't know. I don't know. I hope so. I would like to believe it is.
Well, it gets him out. And it must, I think it must do something.
Yes.
Even if it's short term.
Yeah. I mean, she said that his spine is feeling good and things like that. So I'm sure the shaking stuff is probably not going to change, unfortunately, which always knew was likely the case. But I figured I was kind of hopeful that maybe that would subside a bit. That was session 4, I think. 4, yes. So we'll do another round of 3, and after that, make the decision if it's worth to keep going or whatever.
Well,
But
he's getting attention and
yes.
his treats. So, yeah, he
Yes.
probably just loves that.
Oh, he loves it. And he gets needles in him, and that's when he's mostly licking the frozen stuff, is so to keep him still. But he's just obsessed. He's so funny. He's just funny. And then
That's
when he
good
goes
for
to
him.
his exercise, he's like, ah! He's thumping all over the ground, all excited because there's treats involved. And like, oh my God, you're so embarrassing.
He's a food whore, isn't he?
He's a definite food whore, yes. Very silly.
So you let her give him all these treats, but you tell me I can only give him
You're not
one.
doing exercises with him. You're just feeding
Well,
him.
I'm exercising our love and attention to
I
each other.
see.
It's my love language.
There you go. Well, I don't know, because had a little get together at the house on Sunday with you and the
Oh,
family.
yeah.
Killian definitely partook in some stuff because he was a little stinky fart boy.
Oh, was he?
People drop stuff. He knows hits the floor, it's fair game. He didn't get the piece of cake Tom dropped on the floor. We made sure
my
that
God,
didn't
yeah.
happen. But other than that, so I'm sure there were little things all over the floor that he just.
That's why when he comes to my house, it's like the first place he goes is the kitchen. Because he figures she must have dropped something somewhere. And he's usually right. Yeah.
But it was a fun day. Too bad the weather didn't hold out better for us. Wasn't terrible. It could have been a lot worse. Could have been a torrential downpour the entire time you guys were over, and that was not the case. Had some sprinkles here and there, but nothing major at all, except for when Auntie Joan first pulled up.
Oh, yes. Yes. There was a streak of lightning that went through the sky, and then a little thunder.
That's right.
The goddess announcing my presence.
Yes, then it hailed mixed in with some snow. With rain a little bit. And then
did it?
then there was a little bit of a lull, and then Auntie Mary showed up with Mike, and it started to rain more, and a little bit of hail mixed in, and I'm just like, oh God. But then it was just kind of off and on, but little sprinkles. But we ended up not being able to play cornhole like we were hoping to be able to do. But that's okay. And not everybody was able, well, everybody could have. Some people chose not to eat outside because it really wasn't doing anything when I was out there.
Yeah.
I get it. It was a little on the chillier side, although everybody's been complaining about the heat. So you would think they would like the chilliness.
I loved it. I loved the weather. Was fine for me.
It was unfortunately because there had been no weather leading up to that day. There was no weather the past couple of days since the party. It was just the day of the party. And the party had already been changed once from other things. So decided to move forward with it. And the only reason I hesitate, folks, as we've talked about a gajillion times, my house is very, very, very small. And though there are only 9 of us, 9 people in my very tiny home is a lot. And if we all had to be stuck inside for the entire duration of the festivities,
only 7 would walk out alive.
Yes, it gets very for me, it gets very claustrophobic. And I'm not even a claustrophobic person, really. I feel like people aren't comfortable. I'm not comfortable because I feel people aren't comfortable. And nobody says that. Nobody complains. Everybody seems fine. But in my head, because my old house was so much more roomy and we could spread out, and it just, I don't know. This is only the 3rd or 4th time I've had you guys all up. Maybe I just have to get used to it. That it's just a smaller space and I'm the only one that seems to have an issue with it. Everybody else seems fine.
Yeah, your Oktoberfest was fine, but then we were able to be outside, and everything.
That's
Marcia
right.
and I danced the polka. So you talk about the weather and how the goddess announced my presence.
Mm-hmm.
When I left and drove home, I swear to God, I'm driving up towards my neighborhood and I see lightning at a distance and then the thunder. And I get home shortly after that is when it started raining and hailing down here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like I took the lightning and thunder with me.
That's your magnetic personality.
I guess.
There you go.
But it was a lovely time.
Well,
Good food. Good food.
Yes, Auntie Joan made her famous potato salad and made me a small portion of it. Ginormous small portion of it for me with vegan mayonnaise. That was a lot of potato salad. I am not complaining. I ate every fucking crumb of it. But I was like, ooh, that's... That's like for more than one person.
I wanted to make sure it was worthwhile.
It was delicious.
I bet I used 8 pounds of potatoes for that salad.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so freaking good, people. So good.
That faux chicken.
Chicken and sausage.
With the peppers.
Mm-hmm. Peppers and onions. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was delish.
Oh, I'm so glad you liked it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I dusted off my flat top grill, folks, that I bought last year and never used it until literally on Saturday, this past Saturday, when I seasoned it before everybody was coming over on Sunday. So it worked out well.
It did.
What'd you think of the brisket? Did you have any?
I'm trying to think. Oh, I might have had some, but that didn't.
Not your favorite?
Well, no, I didn't have good or bad. I mean, it was fine. It was good, but the char and stuff, and I love peppers, grilled peppers. So that combo just, I love it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I was surprised how much Claire liked the brisket. I mean, the brisket was fine for me. Certainly I like the Reuben. This is all faux fuck. Nope. Faux meat stuff that I make.
Seitan is
Seitan. Correct.
Both of them were?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the problems I had with the brisket this time was, the first time I made it when you guys were all supposed to come up originally over the 4th of July and that got all postponed. I still made it for myself, but I did it all in my cast iron pan in the kitchen. It was very smoke ridden, like the whole house filled with smoke and all that wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
And so it got a nice char on both sides, and on the flat top grill, it would have gotten char on both sides. It got a nice char on the first side, and then I flipped it over, and then I noticed that the canister, because this flat top grill that I got is a portable grill, so it uses the canister. You can get the adapter to do a regular size propane tank, but I was like, no, I want just the small canisters. I don't want those big propane tanks anymore. And I'd never used those small canisters before, so I had no idea what to expect. And at one point, it started turning white on the outside, like it was getting almost like ice on the outside.
Yeah.
And I got freaked out. I was like, I don't know what that is.
Uh-huh.
So I turned it off, expecting that the grill top was still nice and hot, that it still would have charred the other side of the brisket. Then I had one of the guys come over and they said, no, that's totally normal. You can continue to use it. It's totally fine. So I turned it back on at that point, and still, I think it cooled down too much, and turning it back on, I don't know, I probably should have also, because you put barbecue sauce on it first and then you char it. And I flipped it over in the same spot that had already been charred. I think if I moved it to a place that didn't already have the barbecue sauce all glommed onto it, it may have charred faster there too. Still got a little char on the second side, but not as much as when I did it in the cast iron skillet in the house a couple months before. I think it could have been better in that respect. And I'm always freaked out that the seitan is going to come out too tough, hard, not hard. It's never hard, but more solid, like the sausages were in the chicken and sausage, peppers and onions thing. But I like that texture for the sausages, but I don't like it for meat. So I was trying to keep it more tender, kind of like the Reuben meat. And I think it was a little too loose. Anyway, it had good, the barbecue sauce is, Sweet Baby Ray's, who I just love that barbecue sauce. So I don't make my own. I've tried in the past. It's never come out very good, and Sweet Baby Ray's is delicious. So, use that.
Yeah.
I think I probably should have baked it a little bit longer first, firm it up a little bit more than it was. Because I think for the Reubens, it makes sense because it's Reubens, because they're sliced, and it didn't slice nice and thin. And I had sharpened my knife before you all got there. So I was having a hard time cutting it, to be quite frank. So I think the chunks of it came out a little bit thicker. Anyway, it wasn't my favorite. It was good, but it wasn't my favorite. I don't know. I'd have to play with it. Maybe find a different recipe and try something else next time if I wanted to do that again. But.
Is that really labor intensive,
No.
making stuff like that out of the seitan?
No, it's just time. So it takes about, to mix everything together, takes, 15, 20 minutes tops. Before it went on the grill, it had to bake and become a solid piece. Because when you finish mixing it, it's like dough. It's like raw dough, basically. I don't know how else to describe it. And then you bake it or steam it. This was a bake recipe. Baked it for about an hour. 20 minutes, flip it over, 20 minutes more, baste it again, another 10 to 15 minutes kind of thing. So all in all, it's about an hour. And then you let it cool, which I didn't understand what the cooling part had to do with it. Although I do think most recipes do call for it to cool. Like I do cool the Reuben meat as well. Comes out of the steamer and then I cool it complete. Then I slice it. Then I put it into the Reuben mix, the Reuben marinade. Overnight and then cook it the next day. So it was just a different process for this. So like I said, it's just process intense or time intense, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's easy. Honestly, it's very easy.
It's not like chopping up a bunch of little vegetables.
No, it's not.
That Mediterranean salad that you made, yours is so much different than mine because you chop everything up into little pieces.
I like them really small.
Yeah, and I like mine big and chunky,
Yeah.
like my men. I like my veggies like I like my men, big and chunky.
There you go. Yeah, I don't like big chunks of cauliflower.
Yeah.
Like if I was roasting cauliflower, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But into a salad, no, I like the pieces much smaller. So basically try to keep everything almost the same size, all the different vegetables about the same size.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Ish. And I didn't put
do it all-
chickpeas in it, and I didn't put any vegan feta. I forgot about vegan feta. I totally, until I was until I took it out of the refrigerator the next day. I was like, oh yeah, I didn't get any vegan feta. So I didn't have any to put in there even if I wanted to. And then the chickpeas I didn't put in only because there's other proteins that we're having. And I was just like, nah, this is really a side. It's not a meal. If it was when I make it as a meal for myself, yeah, I put everything in. And Auntie Joan brought up wonderful Palisade peaches for all of us to take. Those are delicious.
Some people got corn on the cob. Fresh from Munson's farm.
Shouldn't have brought yours in the house.
Where was I gonna it was in the cooler. I thought it would just stay in the cooler.
You should have said, just keep mine in the cooler. So I put them all in the refrigerator, and of course I put them in the corner out of the way so people had room to put their other stuff in there. And it wasn't until you left, actually hours after you left, I'm like, son of a bitch. There's corn.
I kind of said the same thing when I got home.
I bet.
I saw it wasn't there. I haven't been back down to the farm yet to get some more.
Well, you have to drive back up. I still have them. They're in the fridge.
Well, you better eat those things.
I will. Don't worry. We had some nice desserts and stuff, and mostly we
Oh,
just sat around
yeah.
and chit-chatted. There was really
Yeah.
no activities to be had.
It was nice to see little Claire.
Yes.
Um,
It was good to see everyone. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
because last time we were all together was at Auntie Mary's house back in May. Was it May? April? May?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I don't remember if it was for like Memorial Day or was it around then?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Yeah, so it's nice to have everybody up.
Yep, and I love the weather. And I'll tell you, the traffic coming up and going home was wonderful.
Oh, good.
There was-
Nothing? Because Boulder Falls is closed.
Yeah, that's right. It is.
So that makes
Why
the
is it
canyon.
closed?
I have no idea what they're doing.
Oh.
Honestly, I think they should close it permanently, in my opinion, because I think it's a tourist trap and it's not worth looking at. Personally,
yeah.
for all the beautiful falls we have around Colorado, I don't think Boulder Falls is anything spectacular.
But it's it's close.
It is.
And it's easy to get to.
Right.
But then
Parking
you
sucks.
you drive up Boulder Canyon and you park on the other side. Then you gotta cross the road, and yeah, it can be dangerous.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I'd be perfectly happy if they closed it permanently.
Yeah.
Personally, I only went once, and I got there and I was like, "Yep, there it is." And I turned around and I walked out. That was it. Right when I moved up. Right. So back in 1998 was the last time I was at the falls. So yes, so that does help the canyon traffic tremendously. Not having to deal with that little roadblock in the middle.
Nederland was very active, but
Yeah.
and then again, it wasn't overcrowded or anything. Just a weekend.
Right. 4th of July weekend would have been a little bit more busy because I think they were actually having like family-friendly festivities, nothing like party or anything like that, but family-friendly crap that was going on.
Family
Exactly.
friendly. Ugh.
But I don't think that weekend and it was a Sunday too, so that helped that it wasn't a Saturday. So, well, I'm glad the traffic worked out well for you.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It was a pleasant drive. And every time I get in that canyon and start driving up, I think, I really do like this drive. I don't know why I don't do it more often, but I will in
She
September.
gets invited all the time, and I get
next-
told no all the time.
Next month, I'm going to come up.
You're coming up in September.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okie dokie. That would be great.
Yeah.
I think that would be lovely. But you had
So-
some food stuff.
Yeah, we were we talked about the corn and
Mm-hmm.
Palisade peaches. Man, I used to hate summer because, it gets so damn hot.
Too hot.
And at least August, now I have something to look forward to. I have the fresh corn on the cob from Munson's Farm outside of Boulder. And then the Palisade peaches that I get every year from the Niwot Rotary Club. They've got some type of contract or something with farmers in Palisades, and they get these crates of these peaches.
Ginormous peaches.
Yeah, they're big
Huge.
peaches. Yeah.
So good.
And they're good. Yeah. So I look forward to August now. And I don't curse it out anymore.
Yeah, Munson's corn is top notch. Like that is something definitely to strive for and wait for if you can until August to have your corn on the cob. I wish that their in and out of their little farm stand was easier.
Yeah,
And it's just not, unfortunately.
And it's even worse now with the detours and stuff
Yep.
with road construction. Not right there, but they're detouring people
Right.
down
So it's just
75th and
a
stuff.
much busier intersection than it normally is. Get really bad in the fall again too, because they do pumpkins and and all that kind of stuff. I don't have a solution for it. I wish I
Yeah.
did, unless
mean,
they had somebody just like direct traffic for them. That's the only thing I can think of.
Going there is okay for me. I mean, because I can turn right, make a right-hand turn into the place. But to get out,
Right.
to come directly home, I got to turn left. And with the traffic that gets backed up, it gets kind of crazy sometimes.
Yep. I wonder
So-
if they should make their entrance earlier you know, and have the drive a little bit longer to the farm stand, like kind of over where like maybe where the flowers start on their property. Because that might be easier to get in and out, because at least you're not right at that intersection.
Yeah,
You're a little bit further down. And maybe the same thing going the other way, you know, the other exit onto Valmont, have that further down versus everything's right at that intersection. And it makes it so hard to get out. Because I don't find that issue when we go to Cure. Now, granted, when we go to Cure, if we're going directly back to your house, we're already on the correct side of the street, so it's very easy to exit.
Right.
But even if I needed to take a left leaving Cure, I don't think that would be that big of a deal.
Yeah, I guess. It
Right?
depends on the time of day.
Right, that's true. Definitely don't want to do it during rush hour.
Yeah.
But
Mentioning Cure, it's a organic farm right across the street from Munson's. They've got everything. And you can even get meat there, pork and beef and lamb.
you know, my only gripe with the Cure, who I love, is they do not open until fucking noon. I do not like that. It's like, I like to do all of my shopping and that kind of stuff in the morning. Get it in, get out, and be done. I don't want to wait until noontime when people are on their lunch breaks and there's too many cars on the road and blah, 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 blah. I don't like it.
Well, they got to keep those people in the fields working as long as they can.
I know, but I think 10 o'clock is a more reasonable
would be
time
good.
to open.
Yeah.
Noon sucks because I'm always, or if I'm coming to your house or whatever, it's like, you know, if I could go early and get that done out of the way and then come over, that would be great. But if they don't open to noon, it's like, well, usually we're meeting by that point. So it's just, I don't like the time they open. But they are open every day, and they do stay open pretty late in the season to like in the November time frame, right?
Oh, yeah. And you know, they'll stay open until it gets so cold or snowy that, they have to close. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even then, you know, they'll sometimes close for a day or two because of a snowstorm. But then come the weekend or whatever, and if the weather's decent, they'll open up again.
Right.
So,
Right. Oh, speaking of weather, the Farmer's Almanac
yes.
is forecasting for the Colorados. It said cold, snow, repeat. We are supposed to get an early snow, possibly as early as September, which we've had in the past. But I'm curious as to what they mean by that. Like, is it one snow in September or is it multiple snows in September? Because multiples is not normal. A snow is normal. Flurries might be normal, but I'm curious as to what that means. And they said mid-January, very cold.
Oh.
Mid-February, very cold. Those are going to be the coldest parts of the winter for us.
Really?
Yay.
Oh, okay.
But they said it's basically going to be a typical winter wonderland in the Colorados. So I think we might see some more snow than we got in the past couple of years, which, except for that freak blizzard we got a couple of years ago.
So I need to get my snow removal lined up.
You definitely should do that.
Yeah.
Because they don't charge you unless they come, right? It's
Right.
not like you're on a monthly, like I'm going to pay you a monthly fee, even if there's nothing. So couldn't hurt. Get them squared away, and then hopefully you don't need them.
Yeah. Well, no, hopefully I will need them. I mean, it's
little
nice
bit.
to get some snow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And then we got a voicemail.
Oh, yeah.
We did. Don't forget, folks, you can leave us a voicemail on, what is it?
SpeakPipe.
Speakpipe.com/pickled watermelon rinds. And this is from our super fan, Sandy B. Sandy B. She had some what fors for us. Some good feedback. And we took her up on that. So let's play her voicemail first, and then we'll talk about what we did based on her voicemail. Here
Okie dokie.
we go.
Hello, aunties. This is your fan, Sandy B, leaving another message for you. I got busy and got behind in my listening, so I did another 7-episode marathon last weekend. I especially liked episode 66 and had some comments for you. It was where you discussed the movie Split, and I was wondering if you knew that was the number 2 movie in a trilogy that M. Night Shyamalan created. The number one movie. The first one was Unbreakable with Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson. That was in 2000. Then movie number two was Split with James McAvoy. That was in 2016. And then the last movie in the trilogy was Glass, and it was a combination of all the actors from the first two movies playing the same characters. And that was done in 2019. And I've watched them all, and I liked the trilogy a lot. And so just wanted to...
So Sandy B got a little cut off there. We're not quite sure what happened with SpeakPipe. I've been meaning to do some testing, but she brought up the trilogy that I think Auntie Joan already knew that, right? You knew it
I
was
didn't.
Oh!
No, I didn't know that.
Okay.
I had seen Unbreakable before.
Okay. So when you saw Bruce Willis at the end of Split,
Mm-hmm.
did you correlate it to Unbreakable, or did you just thought it was like a
Yes.
Bruce Willis? Oh, you did.
I did because, yeah,
Okay.
he said something about, he said Glass, Mr. Glass or whatever. at the
Okay.
end. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
so, yeah, I remembered that, but I did not, I just thought it was, M. Night Shyamalan throwing in a little reference to
Yes.
a previous movie he did. I didn't realize he had done a trilogy of those characters.
Okay. So Auntie Joan and I decided, based on super fan Sandy B, Sandy B, Sandy B,
Sandy B.
we were going to watch the trilogy and talk about that in today's program. And so we did. To be fair, I did not rewatch Split because I feel like I remember it from when we saw it together a few 6 weeks ago or whatever the hell it was. So, but I did watch Unbreakable and I did watch Glass. I liked Unbreakable, although I thought it was a little slow at the beginning, and I was getting a little like, okay. I always know when I pick up my phone and start farting around on my phone, and then I'm like, something's not keeping my attention. And then I was like, nope, you got to watch this because it's for the pod. You got to be able to talk about it. But it picked up, and I thought it got better, and I was more intrigued by it. So, as I told you, Shamalama-ding-dong does make an appearance in all of his movies. He made an appearance in Unbreakable. He was at the ball field where Bruce Willis's character is a security guard, and he took him out of line and asked if he thought he had drugs on him, because he thought he got that reading off of him that he had drugs, and he patted him down and all that wonderful stuff. That was Shamalama-ding-dong. And then he makes an appearance in Glass. Same character, as a matter of fact, because he talks about, didn't you work at the...
Yes.
That's Shamalama-ding-dong. So
Yeah. I knew that was him.
yes, as we talked about in Split, he was like the doctor's assistant or whatever, the psychiatrist's assistant or whatever the hell he was. Yes, he makes an appearance in all of his movies, just a little brief cameo. I have to say Glass was my least favorite of the three, to be frank. Split, I have to say, is still my favorite. Unbreakable would be my second, and Glass fell flat for me.
I think I liked Unbreakable the best.
Okay.
I will say I really like Hedwig. I really like that
The
personality.
9-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Et cetera.
Yeah. I think, James McAvoy he plays that character very well, as some of the other personalities.
And how he can flip between them so
Yeah,
easily.
yeah,
Or looks easy. I'm sure it's very difficult, but he makes it look so simple.
Glass was, it was a bit much. I don't know. I didn't get excited about it. The ending, I was a little unsure of the ending.
So there was some kind of secret council
Right.
that
that's
is
right.
responsible to make sure that superheroes don't truly exist. So they try to convince, what I got out of it was that superheroes do exist. And that this council is there to rid the world of the superheroes so that people don't know that there actually are superheroes. That's why they were trying to contain it away from the public eye. And when they heard that they were going off to that building that was being built and there was going to be all this press there and, blah, 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 that's why they tried to fight it out at the insane asylum or hospital thing. And they thought they contained it, unbeknownst to them, that Glass had been live streaming it
Yeah, yeah.
to everyone to get the word
Yeah.
out that superheroes do exist. Actually, to me, it left it open for another version of this. Different characters, because you saw what happened to them at the end. Different superheroes, I guess I should say. But I could see them making another one.
When Glass made the comment to his mother that it was actually an origin story.
Yes.
I thought maybe that was going to be about the son, Bruce Willis's son, grown son.
Yes.
That maybe that all this stuff caused him to become like a superhero or something.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
But there was a whole thing about balance too, that was kind of a theme that they needed for the good guy, they had to have the bad guy and the
Right.
balance. But so when they have three in there with James McAvoy's character, Kevin, I'm not sure what that does with the balance. Or
Well, I still think it was the balance because Bruce Willis and James McAvoy's character were the opposing, the opposites. Whereas Samuel Jackson was the mastermind. He was the puppet master for both of them.
Interesting.
Kind of thing. So, because that's what he kept calling himself. I truly am a mastermind. So he was the evil genius, overarching kind of thing, and he was pulling the strings to get James McAvoy's character and Bruce Willis's character to be opposing forces.
Yeah.
And fight each other and all that wonderful stuff.
In Unbreakable, I took it as Bruce Willis and
Glass
as the two
Right.
opposing.
Yeah. But
So
Glass could never fight Bruce Willis.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for with his mind. He couldn't actually physically fight because he had that disorder that he was born with. So it was Sarah Paulson. I love her, but I didn't think her character was all that great. I didn't think that Anya chick needed to be in this last movie at all. The one with James McAvoy, captive from Split.
Well, except at the end, each one of the heroes, superheroes, or whatever you want to call them, each one of those main characters had somebody at the end sitting on that bench or whatever. There was his mother, the son, and her.
Right.
To represent each one of those guys.
Right.
So all in all, I guess I like Unbreakable. Well, for one thing, it was nice to see Bruce Willis again.
Yeah.
Yeah, healthy and together. And the way that Samuel L. Jackson's character kind of builds Bruce Willis's character. So, it seems maybe there's more I like the background stuff, you know, so. And yours is?
I still like Split the best, just because I'm just in awe of James McAvoy's acting talent to portray those different personalities and seemingly so seamlessly.
I'm just surprised that there wasn't more notoriety on him for those characters, for that acting.
I agree. I think he should at least have been nominated. Maybe he was. I have no idea. I haven't watched the Academy Awards in a long time because I don't get them, folks. I would watch them totally if I got them. Let's be clear. I like that crap. Maybe he was nominated. I don't know. You're right. I think he should have gotten a little bit more acclaim for his acting ability there. But I also thought it was strange. Like, I did not, my head never went to supervillain, superhero, certainly not a superhero, but supervillain or anything like that. Look, seeing Split in a vacuum and not realizing it was part of something, a trilogy, I was just like, so I was like, I don't even understand how he's in Glass. Like, I don't get it. Like, why? And then I was like, oh, they made him a super villain. Okay.
The Beast.
The Beast.
Was that what they call it? Yeah, the Beast.
But what I found very interesting was in Split, the Beast got shot and lived. In Glass, the Beast got shot and died. And I'm like, I don't get it.
Was he the Beast when he got shot both times?
Maybe that's how they got around it. I think you might be onto something there. Maybe he was Kevin when she was talking to him. He wasn't the Beast.
Yes.
He was Kevin. Had he been the Beast, maybe that's how they would have gotten around it.
Because I seem to remember something being mentioned about the Beast when around that time when he was getting shot.
He was not the Beast at that point. You're right. She was talking to Kevin. So see, if she wasn't in the stupid movie, he would have lived.
Well, good. I'm glad she was. And I thought after Split, I thought he got caught. Then when Glass started up, he obviously had gone on to take more young women.
Right,
and
because
kill
remember
'em.
at the end of Split, that's when he was in the diner and he saw Bruce Willis.
Okay, now I watched that again. I watched Split again.
Uh-huh.
And I was waiting to see him in the diner.
He wasn't in the diner? Who
Well,
was? Why were they in the diner?
Some girls. And it was on the TV about the
Beast.
guy, the kid, yeah, the Beast. And somebody said something about, oh yeah, wasn't there a train wreck or something? Or wasn't there some crazy guy that got picked up like many years ago? And what was his name? And then that's when Bruce says Glass, Mr. Glass or something like that. I know, because I thought it was Kevin in the diner. Now, unless he was up at the front of the scene, then I missed that. But because I was focused in, wondering, well, who was it then that saw Bruce Willis? And it was these girls. I don't know.
Oh, I wonder if it was the cheerleaders that were in Glass.
Well, they didn't have cheerleading uniforms on, so
Okay.
I don't know. But they could have been potential victims. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm glad I saw Unbreakable. Glass it fell flat for me. I didn't like that secret society aspect, even though that was like the big twist. Yeah, and this has been out for a while, folks, so I'm really not giving anything away. If you haven't seen it, well, sucks to be you. I don't know what to tell you. That was the twist, and because I'm like Shamalama-ding-dong's always got to have his little twists going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, I almost texted you when I was watching Unbreakable. When it starts, he's on the train and all that. And then there's the crash and all that. I was going to text you, oh my God, Bruce Willis is a ghost.
Oh.
And I said, I would be shocked if Shamalama-ding-dong went into that same well twice. Especially with the same actor, but I was like,
it would be totally unexpected, wouldn't it? Like, yeah.
So I started paying attention to like him holding Robin Wright Penn's hand and, and all that.
I think that thought did kind of flash through my mind once.
And I'm like, oh,
and I don't know if it was through that movie or another one, but yeah. Oh, well, how we spend our days.
Right? I tell you what. And it just sucks that the one movie that we didn't care for the most out of the trilogy is the one we had to pay for to watch.
Yeah. Thanks, Sandy B.
Yeah. No, it's fine. $4.
Yeah.
It's all good. No big deal.
Yeah.
I'm glad I saw all three. I did not know it was a trilogy at all.
Yeah. It's good to know that stuff, though.
So, So thank you, Sandy B, for bringing that to our attention.
And for using SpeakPipe.
And for using speakpipe.com/pickedwatermelonrinds to leave us a message. And we encourage you, anybody out there who's listening to us, to leave us a voicemail message. We'd love to hear from you.
If there's a movie that, you'd kind of think we might enjoy or have some words of wisdom on, give us a shout out.
Or anything that we've said and we were flat out wrong and we don't know we're wrong. Tell us
that's
we're
not
wrong.
possible. No, that's not possible.
As a matter of fact,
may be.
I do have a correction from last week, as a matter of fact. So I said that my mother was younger than 50 when she had her first bout with colon cancer. Incorrect. She was 51.
Oh my gosh.
I had to go back and do the math and all that. I finally got it correct. Yes, no, she was 50. Yes, she was 51. In 1998, she was 51. Yes. Yes, 47 plus 51 is 98.
Okay. Yeah, because I was 50.
Right.
50. I was 50.
That's right. So, yes. So it was post the time that, but I don't even know if back then they were still, was 50 always, it was always the.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. As long as I've been around.
Yeah.
And then they would have women get their mammograms at 40.
Right.
That was the age then.
I believe that's still true. 40. But colonoscopies now are 45. That only changed over the past couple of years, though. But anywho, I knew there was a correction I need to say, so I'm glad we went
But
down
you
we
got
were
your
wrong.
first one before 45 because of your mother, right?
Oh,
Didn't you?
yes.
Yeah,
35.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this was my 5th one.
Wow. Well, good for you.
Oh, and Auntie Joan, you saw something about AI babies?
Oh my gosh. This came up on my Facebook Reels, and I wanted to send it to people who don't get Facebook and can't watch the videos. So I found it on Instagram, and I also found it on TikTok. These AI babies are, oh my gosh, they are so good. They they go around and interview babies, and like what's the last thing your mother did that really upset you? And then the babies with these voices will say, yeah, well, she dropped my pacifier on the floor and picked it up and blew it off and then just handed it back to me. Or, yeah, she gave me a bottle to drink out of and it smelled like Bud Light, stuff like that. So I could watch these things all day. I think they're really cute. And you did watch,
Yes.
right, Auntie?
I did. I do think they're cute. It's just like the comedians talking for dogs and things like that. It's just, it's just so freaking funny to,
Did I
the
send you the one
creativity.
of the dogs doing their podcast? I think I sent you. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's pretty good too. That's good too. This is where we're going to make our money. We need to come up with something like that.
We talked about doing stuff like that, but neither of us want to take the time to learn how to do that.
Well, I don't know. I might be needing some extra money coming up,
Oh,
so
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you we should use our animals for ourselves.
oh.
Voice over
Yeah.
our voices onto our animals and have them be the.
Yeah, except I don't think there's enough storage to do the whole thing. It would have to be little clips, I think.
I don't know.
You know.
But neither of us know how to do that, and I sure shit don't want to learn it.
Well, I just
I'll
might
tell you that.
I just might. It's supposed to be hot next week, right? So
There you
I
go.
ain't going anywhere. I was thinking about doing one of me wishing happy birthday to my brothers who never listen for their birthday wishes instead of sending out these from Blue Mountain or wherever. But
Oh, there you go.
their birthdays came and didn't bother. So,
Oh.
Yeah, that's all right. They get what they pay for.
That's right.
It's not that I'm bitter, but yeah.
All right, Auntie Joan. Anything else for our listener today?
No, I think I'm talked out.
All right then. Well,
How about you?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
So that wraps it for yet another wonderful Pickled Watermelon Rinds episode. This is Auntie signing off.
And Auntie Joan saying bye-bye now.
We thank you for listening, and remember, when life eats away at your core, make pickled watermelon rinds.